How does nostalgia feel? Today I want to show you something neat. Lately I started having an odd fascination again with different aesthetics, liminal spaces, cyberpunk,
In Night City, you can become
retrowave, all that kind of good stuff. Yes, I know the retrowave is kind of like an audio thing, it's more in the music section, but it's both audio-visual in nature, so I'm gonna take it as it is. Anyway, one subgenre of this retrowave aesthetic I ended up having an odd fascination with is Vaporwave. This retro utopia filled with early 2000s internet and computer imagery, consumerism, and an odd fascination with plazas, kanjis,
That's pussy.
and Greek-Roman statues. Here's one stare at me right now. I wanted to know if there's any video game out there or any video games in general that do that kind of aesthetic. So I started digging. Found a couple of them that were hitting the mark, but one of them that actually caught my attention was Broken Reality. By the time I am recording this, I have not beaten this game yet. And honestly, I do not want to show too much of it, since I do want you guys to go ahead and try it for yourself if you are a fan of this style. I know it's something a bit out of my area since it's more of a neo-retro and not so much retro gaming itself, but fuck it. It's my channel, and the game is cool, and I want to show it. Broken Reality is a sort of puzzle adventure game. Some people might call it a walking sim, but it's kind of... it is, but it isn't. You explore this world's version of the internet called Natem. You end up meeting this Doge man in your adventures, and he tells you a bit of a backstory, supposedly, where there were two guys that were creating a server, and they were disagreeing on how the future of the server should look like, and they split, and now there are two servers, which we are part of one. It's up in the air which one it is, but I don't know, I haven't found out yet. I don't want to go into the lore too much. As I said, I haven't finished it yet, so it'll be a bit odd to go into the lore without even knowing the complete story. But at the same time, as I said in the beginning, I do want you guys to check it out yourselves and maybe play it through it. It looks like one of those things that might have more to say than it actually shows initially. No, I'm not saying if you guys want me to go through do a story thing with the game after I'm done with it, then by all means leave a comment and let me know. Hashtag shameless plug. Your initial objective is to collect likes, like on Facebook. Oh, sorry, it's Meta. Oh, is it Facebook again? So you collect likes with your Simpson thumbs up hand so that you can meet the admin. Those also help with traversal of the map, so it makes it easier to play around with it. Some of those tools you pick up through quests you encounter in the first map. A very notable one, and it's a really cool one, is you end up finding this old man NPC that looks like straight out of Chrono Trigger. His name is Chozai, and apparently he used to be the antivirus of this server, and he needs to find a successor for his old pixelated ass. Funny enough, I actually looked into the meaning of the name Chozai, and it actually means useless. So the old man is basically a deadbeat. No wonder the server is full of ads and viruses. And he gives you the task of finding the missing pieces of his sword and reforging it. And the tea. Because why not? Oh, here's mine over here. It's actually not that great. I mean, if you like sugarless tea, it is basically it, but wasn't for me. But the ball is cool, so I'm keeping it. Once you find all the shards and you actually forge the weapon, you can use it to remove the ads that are blocking your way through the map in different areas. And speaking of those ads, they are really fun. It's literally those spam emails you would get in the late 2000s, and they're fun to read through sometimes. And again, since we're on the topic, the map is actually full of those quirky internet references and memes. The aforementioned Doge man called Furoboto. This poster of Sonic parody character called Chronic, who looks like he's having way too much fun with his doobie. These three Moai statues named Mr. Crone, MC Ram, and DJ Advanced Sport, forming the group MWA, which means Moais with Attitude, in a reference to the IRL rap group NWA, which means look it up on Google, I'm not risking that. There's also Mameitor. He's a dude, bro. Did I just write that? He asks you to take some pictures of his pecs in exchange for one of his tea cans, which you can use to give to Chozai for his quest. You can get a camera in the huts area, and oh look guys! It's Chronic! The camera also helps you get a lot of likes, so go wild. Honestly, I wish that the devs would make so that you can save the pictures you've taken as screenshots without the menus and icons in the sky and everything like that. That would have been nice. The game is really aesthetic, so I think that's a missed opportunity. By the end of the first map, you'll have lots of tools to help you out. I only personally reached the second level, so I can't really go into too much detail about that. Maybe you can get more. This game really emphasizes what I think Vaporwave is. The small details like how once you get access to the credit card, you are rewarded with likes for buying different products that really have no purpose in the game. But having the streak made me go back and try and buy all the bootleg sodas in the mall and all the glasses and caps and stuff. Those are great also, and I'm so happy to see Crystal Beppis in a video game. You have no idea how much this fills my soul with joy. All those have parody names in the original IRL drinks, like how Mountain Dew now is Fat Kid, Dr. Pepper is now Dr. Pervert. The caps are great as well, inspiring messages like Die Weak, What Up, Feeling High, and whatever the fuck this is. The Moai statues, those three guys are delight with DJ Advanced Port wearing the sunglasses with a tag on them, and Mr. Drone straight up drinks sunblock. I mean, you do you, buddy. I really wish I could be chill in the summer, like these guys. I could really go on about all these details in the game, like how all the Onechans from the server are basically having their animations swapped, so they either stand in chairs or they sit in midair. All the random ads and posters across the map. The other, I guess, users that speak their mind, and sometimes I feel like the language from The Sims makes more sense than what these guys are saying. Speak about NPC energy. No, but seriously, if you want to see more of this game, I really recommend you go and check it out. It's sometimes, I believe I got it on a sale or something like that, but even so, the price is actually pretty good. I think it's fair. A fair price. I don't know. I'm not an expert on pricing and stuff. Ask the devs or Steam. So when I initially wanted to make this video, it was meant to be more of a compilation of more games that do this kind of retrowave aesthetic before stumbling into Broken Reality and just took out all my attention because I was playing it non-stop. But I still want to mention a couple of those because some of those are actually really good. Not all of them are directly Vaporwave, some of them are just Outrun, some of them are just straight up Cyberpunk. They have elements of Vaporwave in them. It's kind of like a mix of the whole Retrowave aesthetic, which is kind of like the big overarching theme style. First one is Retrowave, which is straight up that name, Retrowave. It's an arcade driving game, similar to maybe something like Outrun. The only difference is that in this world, there are no turns. You don't turn at all. All the roads are straight and go towards infinity. It's one of those no hezzy games where you need to avoid traffic and get a high score. Features a lot of maps in it and a lot of cars inspired by the Retrowave aesthetic. And you most likely saw some of these cars in that imagery, like the DMC DeLorean, the Ferrari F40 and 512, the Toyota A86, Scirocco, the Lamborghini Countach, and the Tesla Cybertruck. Yep, it's in there in all its PS1 graphics glory. To be fair, I did spend most of my time driving this. The 86 was a bit slow, and I wanted to get a lot of points fast. Still working on getting all the Steam achievements for this. It's pretty easy, but it just takes time. Road to 1,000 runs. Wish me luck. You probably know this one is the standalone DLC for the very popular Far Cry 3, when Ubisoft did good games and started basing all their later games on this one system, because why not? This one's a really cool love letter to the 90s action movie trope, the cheesiness and all.
Space. Earth. In the near future, at the end of the 20th century. Nuclear war has engulfed the planet.
You play as military cyborg Rex Power Colt in a dystopian 2007. Dude, they really were generous with the predictions. Holy shit. Going after the big baddie, Colonel Sloan, who wants to turn the world into a prehistoric-like state using his weapons and rockets fueled by the blood of blood dragons. Checks out.
They sent you boys after me? Now that right there is a definition of insanity.
Also, blood dragons in this game are basically laser shooting T-Rexes. It's a really great game and I highly recommend it. Go and have a good time. The gameplay is solid, basically Far Cry 3. Instead of throwing rocks to deceive enemies, you throw D12s, like a nerd. And most importantly...
Swore an oath to a special lady.
Your wife?
No, Lady Liberty. She taught me that winners don't use drugs.
Military navigation for idiots. Auto-holstering weapons for silent approach.
Oh, you fucking asshole.
Have fun!
Ah, for fuck's sake.
Jump, if you wish to jump. Crouch to go lower.
Just let me kill people, damn it.
Running is like walking, only faster.
Fuck.
Are these tutorials getting in the way of your mayhem?
I'm pretty sure I missed a lot of other games that have this aesthetic. I know that Forza Horizon has an event like that with Retrowave aesthetic. I'm not really familiar with that exactly because I don't have Forza Horizon 5, but it's there. But you can let me know what other games I've missed in the comments. Have you played Broken Reality? And if you did, what do you think of the vibe? What do you think of the whole aesthetic? And do you like Vaporwave or Retrowave aesthetics in general? Let me know in the comments as well. Thank you so much for watching. This actually took a bit longer than I expected. The cold and everything. Sorry if my voice is a bit ruggy. Not sure if it's noticeable or not in the video, but I'm kind of there. Or at least I was. I'm better, but just prolonging the stuff. But you don't need to know that. I really hope it's worth it. It took a long time to make, so I really hope you guys enjoy it. But until the next one, I'm out, and we'll see you around. Bye.
In 2077, what makes someone a criminal? Getting caught.